Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayikra. It's the date today in our Jewish calendar is the 7th of Adar. The 7th of Adar is the date of the birth and the passing of Moshe Rabbenu. Moshe, our leader, he was the Adon HaNevi'im, the master of all prophets, the one who brought us the Torah on Har Sinai, the one who was the leader par excellence of the Jewish people, took us out of Egypt. He was born on the 7th of Adar. His mother hid him for 3 months because on those times in Egypt, all the male babies that were born would be thrown into the sea. She hid him for 3 months. He was born prematurely when she was only 6 months pregnant. For 3 months she hid him, and on the end of those 3 months, she put him in a basket, and that day was the 6th of Sivan, the day in our calendar that we received the Torah. And that's the day that she put him in the basket and put him in the Nile, and the daughter of Paro, Batya, came next to the river. She saw him and she took him. By the way, they had more than one name. Moshe Rabbenu had several names, but the name that we go by is the name of Moshe, because she said, Minam Ma'im Meshitihu, I've drawn him out of the water, and that's the name that we give to Moshe in the Torah. And that was an incredible act of chesed, of kindness, that the daughter of Paro did. She was, her father had made a decree that all the boys would be thrown in the sea, and happens to be that she's his daughter, and she's the one that saves him, that it's an incredible act of kindness, and that's the name that sort of stuck to Moshe Rabbenu in the Torah. But Moshe Rabbenu, in terms of these qualities as a leader, he was very humble. He even shunned away, didn't want to go to be the leader of the Jewish people. According to Midrash, for 7 days, when Hashem revealed himself to Moshe Rabbenu in the episode of the burning bush, for 7 days, Moshe Rabbenu refused to take on the mantle of the leader of the Jewish people. He was a person that was very humble. He felt that he was not worthy for the position, and Hashem insisted, and finally he accepted. And throughout these 40 years of leadership of the Jewish people, he was dedicated to them. Every occasion that they were at risk of being punished, he pleaded their case. He gave of himself for them at every occasion, at every turn. And that was a true leader who was so dedicated to his people that he was willing to go the extra mile for them. He was so humble, and that was the greatness of Moshe Rabbenu, is his humility. And that was really the proof to his greatness. Today we think of Moshe Rabbenu, all we have to thank him for, he had received not only the written Torah, but also the oral Torah. And any chidush, any new idea that is shared by our sages, or by anyone that finds a novelty explanation of the Torah, we tell him, Moshe Shapir Ka'amart. Moshe, you spoke well, because Moshe had revealed to him all the explanations of the Torah, and every chidush that would be said was already given to Moshe Rabbenu at Har Sinai. It was, you could say, like a total download of all the information. He did not marry to go into Eretz Israel. Several reasons given for that. But one of them is that if he had built a Bet HaMikdash, a sanctuary in Eretz Israel, it would have never been destroyed. And actually, it was a blessing in disguise by the walls and the structure being destroyed. The Jewish people were spared. They were sent into exile to continue into eternity. Moshe Rabbeinu was also the quality of Netzach. Netzach, which has two meanings, either eternity or victory. And that was a quality of Moshe Rabbenu. As he brought us the Torah, Torah is something that is eternal and something that guarantees the eternity of the Jewish people. In other words, the best insurance policy for the survival of any community or any family, any Jewish idea in terms of like to continue from generation to generation any family, any community, the best insurance policy for us is the Torah. In any community that strengthened its Torah study, that made sure to give Torah education to the children, that community stayed into eternity, continues to grow. And those that did not give enough importance to Jewish education, to Torah education, the community or the family or the descendants are at risk. And it can be seen statistically. The families that have given a good Torah education to their children have more of a chance to see grandchildren and great-grandchildren going in the way of the Torah. And that's the midah, that's the quality of Moshe Rabbenu, which is netzach, eternity. He brought us the Torah, and the Torah is the eternity of Am Yisrael. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.